Alright, these next clips for days 5 and 6, my camera was lost. I believe liberated in the night. So I'm going to try and piece these days together with a few snapshots and a couple of videos that Travis took. One thing that I'm really disappointed about, we stopped at the Gay Parida and met up with Gary Turner, and we only were going to stop for about 10 or 15 minutes and stayed there for over an hour and a half. Gave us a really nice interview, look around his place. When you're traveling down Route 66 and you see the Gay Parida gas station, you got to be sure and stop in, say hi to Gary. He'll tell you anything you want to know about Route 66 from the beginning to the end. He's a living legend and an icon on Route 66. We also stopped at the Round Barn near Tulsa, Oklahoma, and not far from there was a place called Pops. It's a soda shop and gas station. It's modern. It's a new icon on Route 66. They have over 650 flavors of soda pop. Unbelievable. Anyway, Travis had a few pictures there, and I'll include those too. Anyway, we're on our way, and we're having a great time. Alright, just outside Oklahoma City. The first video we've taken in a little while. We're going over Lake Overhauser Bridge on old Route 66. It's a cool old bridge. Kind of the old erector set style. A little bit rusty. Here we come out the other side. Across the South Canadian River, and I forget the name of this bridge. Yeah, this is the National Route 66 Museum. here in Elk City, Oklahoma. Looks like a pretty cool deal. Hello everybody. Here we are at the Route 66 National Museum. Last night it was getting a little dark when we pulled by. We didn't know if we were going to stop. But we got up on Route 66 up here a ways, and it goes for a mile on the frontage road, and it crosses over the freeway, goes down 2 miles, and you stop, you cross back over. Just kept zigzagging back and forth. So we decided to go ahead and spend the night here in Elk City, Oklahoma, and come here to the Route 66 Museum. It's about 10:30 in the morning, and it's already 85 degrees, so we're going to have a hot day. It's not a cloud in the sky. But we're going to go inside, hopefully get a few snapshots in there, some video, and maybe it'll be air conditioned. So, alright, we just walked in the Route 66 Museum, and the first thing we see is a teardrop trailer, and the paint job matches my car perfectly. Green and white. It's this thing must be 5.5 feet wide. It's got a nice kitchenette in the back. It's pretty long. It's probably 10 foot where mine is 8 foot.
5.5 feet would have fit a lot better than ours.
Yeah. Does this door open? No. Alright. Alright, we're going to move down through here. This has got a Route 66 video that you can step on the gas, start the movie. It's projected up there. We've got some old Harleys. There's another video station right here. And an old airplane. It says experimental. Fire truck. It's pretty cool so far.
Keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I think it's a blob.
But the map that is drawn up on the wall there is to scale. It shows you all the major cities that 66 once passed through from Chicago to LA. And it even shows you in a few states there where it was realigned as the years went by. Now, as you make your way around, you'll read the little red and white Burma-shaped signs. I know the speakers that'll come on, I'll give you a heads up history of the road as you go around. You'll start here in Illinois. When you get around to California, there'll be a 1928 Ford truck. It's the same make and model truck as what they used when they filmed the movie The Grapes of Wrath with Henry Fonda a long time ago, based on the novel. As you come out, there'll be a 73 white Corvette. That represents the last year we used the road here in Elk City. You went right past this museum. Next to it is the 62 Studebaker Hawk, which is one of the last Studebakers that was built in this country. When you pass over to the Farm and Ranch Museum, you'll see one of the first Studebakers that was built. Awesome. Just as you go in the front door, there'll be a Studebaker covered wagon. They were in the covered wagon business before they were in the automobile business.
Really? I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yep. So you'll start your trip right here under the original Dixie sign from Illinois. So just enjoy your trip around.
Okay, thank you.
Glad you came our way.
Thank you, Basil. The Basil's the director here at the National Route 66 Museum here in Elk City. Gave us a nice overview of the whole complex here, and if you guys do make it out here,
Route 66 was the main street of America. It started at Grant.
if you do guys make it out this way, you got to be sure and stop by the museum. Well, this is pretty much the highlights of the National Route 66 Museum here in Elk City. We did it in about a half hour, but you really should plan on a couple hours. There's lots to see, lots of antiques, lots of other buildings, farm implement buildings, a cowboy museum, rodeo cowboy museum upstairs. There's just a lot of stuff to see here, and it's well worth the time. Be sure and stop when you get a chance. Like I said, 2 hours at least. Hello everybody, we're in Shamrock, Texas. Going past the famous Conoco Tower and the Dewdrop Inn Cafe. Very famous. It's also featured in This is the You Drop In here in Shamrock, Texas. It's kind of featured in the movie Cars. And here's some of the thousands of kinds of devil's rope. I mean, it just goes on and on. If you have a love for barbed wire or devil's wire, then you've got to come here for sure. Show the different ways that they strung wire, from wagons to donkeys to who knows what. Alright, this is the Route 66 part of the Devil's Wire Museum. They've got a lot of memorabilia in here. Don't stick your elbow out so far, it might go home in another car. Burma shave.